Here we are again, everybody. Raising the roof.
Do people do that anymore? I don't think people do that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Do people raise the roof?
Well, yeah, I just did.
Like millennials. Do millennials raise the roof? Is what I would.
Is the roof on fire? Do they still get the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they might say it in a different language.
Yeah. I've not ever seen that song. I was just referring to.
Oh.
All right. That's bad.
Yeah.
So, guys, we don't know what happened. Honestly,
we had a clue.
We have a clue. We have a clue that Satan stopped our live video.
He was like, not today.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all guys, first of all, besides that happening, we just want to say thank you guys so much for what's going on. In fact, let's get this back up and going with our viewers.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that here in a second. We're going to take just a second to get this shared.
Share it away if you're watching or if you start to watch.
Yeah, please. Part 2. Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
So if y'all are hopping back up on our video, just know that part 1 got cut off. Our camera just shut off out of nowhere. And don't know what happened. It was weird. Did you need me to share it to you?
I just went to the email
Okay.
show, so I'll just share that way. Might be a little bit easier. I'm going to share so much.
Thank you.
It's going to be awesome.
So guys, if y'all are hopping back up on here for part 2, we already see y'all are, so this is great. Thank you so much, guys. So keep hopping back up on here. Share this to your page. We've had an awesome night going. Inspirational messages of God and Anthony Castillo and Blanca here. Villarreal.
That's how you
These two have amazing, gifted voices, and what talent and the message they've been sharing, what they've already gone through in their lives, and some events that have happened in their lives to put them where they are right now. And man, they're literally bringing me to tears just a little bit ago with their music, and so.
Oh, wait till you hear the next one. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm literally crying.
Bring out the Kleenex boxes, guys. What's going on, live audience, huh?
They took a break.
Slacking, huh? Oh.
Next closest thing.
The live audience is going home now.
Cool.
Oh, man. I've got 3 more here. Just 1, 2.
Danny and Donovan are back on.
Oh, Donovan, Danny, good to see y'all. Donovan, big shout out to you, man. We would love to have you on this show. There's a challenge. All right, man. We would love to have you on this show, Donovan. So just saying.
That Stags?
Donovan Staggs, man. Hey. He's Officer Donovan Staggs. We salute you, man. We salute your office right now, man. I'm sure you already know that there was the active shooter down at Texas Tech. And you guys, God bless your fellow coworker and his family right now, man. So, Donovan, big shout out to you. Our prayers do go out for you guys, very much so. Danny Walker, love you, Wahoo. And then let's get this guy. I'll say what I had to say real quick, and then one more.
Oh, it's all good. We got 5 people right now on that.
As far as we can see.
As far as we can see.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, guys, I'm good to go. What's up?
Bryce just joined.
Bryce, what a son. What's up, brother? So that's the guy we were telling you about.
Yeah.
So let's give out another round of shout outs. Anybody jumping online. One to Danny Walker over in the comment bar. Follow that guy. He runs another nightly talk show. It's called the #StayPosy Show with a group of people. They send inspirational messages. Go follow those guys. They are absolutely awesome. What's up, Chris Johnson? Okay, so Chris Johnson's over in the comment bar, guys. Chris Johnson will be here Thursday night on the 12th, and he is going to be leading one of our Bible devotionals. It's going to be awesome, really, really awesome. Whoever's sending the angry face, God bless you. Just want you to know that.
It wasn't our fault.
Okay.
It was a technical difficulty.
Big shout out to Bryce Woodison. Woodison, I hope I'm saying it right. Guys, follow Bryce. He is a musician, a rapper, a poet. He's on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. He's on Spotify. He's on SoundCloud. This guy's spoken word, Christian spoken word. Follow Bryce. Guy's awesome. Really awesome.
He said, I'm down. Cool.
Bryce is going to join me. Oh, what I am? Yeah, that's totally cool. Chris, Bryce, if you want to join him. But Bryce, we'd also like to set up with you here in a couple of weeks and have you on the show for your own little musical segment, man. We'd really appreciate that. Guys, welcome back to part 2 of the show. Whatever happened a little bit ago was the devil.
Check it out.
Was. We were on a roll with these amazing people we have right here.
We're all right.
All right.
So what I had to say, guys, is I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you to Jesus Christ, and thank you to our friends, family, and fans right now for making the show possible. The part 1 of the show is on the evening show page before the video camera shut off. And because of you guys, within about 40 minutes, over almost 1,100 people had already watched this show tonight. So we hope that all 1,100 of y'all jump back up on here.
Yes.
And we keep that number just going up, up, up. And so thank you all so much for that. If y'all haven't...
The server found your request confusing and isn't sure how to proceed.
What?
Who's that?
What was that?
I liked
Oh, you
something.
can't like it. You can't
Stop
like
liking things. No more liking
You
things.
totally can like things. That's the whole point.
Don't like it no more.
Okay, hey, big shout out, guys, to Bryce Woodison. He is actually posting up all his links to his music on iTunes. His music, I guess, where y'all can follow him and stuff. Go ahead and follow him there, man. That guy's pretty awesome. Bryce, I was sharing your videos with some people up at work today, and they thought you were incredible, man. Very, very powerful speaker. That was another angry face. God bless you. We say that to every angry face. We want you to know that.
It might just be clicking the wrong one.
Yeah, wrong button. It's the
Could
heart.
be,
It's the love.
somebody losing control of the double tap.
To that.
What's that?
You never, Danny's double tap,
I've done that.
What? Oh,
the like and the heart button, double tap.
oh. Yeah, that's good.
I've lost control.
You double tap someone like
it.
No, I'm
him?
just
She got you with the 1-2,
It's
bro.
all good, man.
Okay. We'll leave that conversation.
That's awesome.
So,
Cool,
Great.
man. I've shared as much as I think I can.
well, guys, we want to hop back up into this real quick. We have Anthony Castillo here. Go back, watch part 1. These guys will bring you to tears of joy and the glory of God with the music that they've already played for us, and we're gonna hash out some more music here in just a little bit. We've done some getting to know you guys. You're a cowboy.
Mhm.
You are a cowgirl.
I'm just boring.
And some amazing parents and warriors of God.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. Shout out to my mom, by the way.
Oh yeah,
She's been my biggest prayer warrior, man. So
for sure.
I always, and of
Is
course
she
my
on?
sister.
Is she on here right now?
I
Yeah, she
tagged her and stuff, but she might be at church. She goes to church like every day, like she's doing something with church
Okay.
or
She's probably sleeping.
But she'll watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Shout out to her, man. She's just such a strong woman when it comes to
Yes, sir.
her walk with God, and it's just I don't know.
All of
I
our
love
decisions.
I love my mom.
All of our decisions.
Yeah, she's
behind
everything I've
us.
ever done. She's like, I support you, man. So especially music, she's the one that bought my first guitar. So.
Amazing to have the. Well, then that kind of
Yeah.
leads me to my. It's amazing to have family that's all with Jesus Christ and you raise the children the same way. But that you said she bought you first guitar, so that was like my question for you now. Tell us how and when you got involved with music, got involved playing guitar. Where did it first start in your life?
Yeah.
If it was your child, whatever it was. And then my next question is how did you two come to singing together?
Wow.
Oh.
One question at a time, man.
Yeah.
How much can you handle? No.
Ashley,
But,
we love you.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Ash?
Yeah, really cool friends of ours, man. So how did I start? Okay, so growing up, of course, in a country town, I grew up in the country, so I didn't really like get to associate with everybody and like hang out at people's houses and spend the night and stuff like that. So I was kind of a loner, kind of dorky looking dude. Had these big old glasses and so like I never really fit.
No
in.
tattoos.
No tattoos. Like I had like this chili bow haircut. Like it was bad, dude. Yeah, I look like. Dude, you don't want to see the pictures.
I do.
But,
We're gonna post it on the
Yeah.
show. That was so cool. So like growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends, and when I was in high school, there was a couple of guys that they were like skateboarder, really cool dudes. They played in rock bands and stuff. And I've always loved music, man. I tried to play when I was younger, drums and bass and stuff like that, but never really got serious. So I started hanging out with these guys, and I wanted to play music so bad, and I begged my mom to take me to the music store just to look at a guitar because I knew we couldn't afford it. I was like, Mom, please, let's just go look. So I had a sick day, and my mom took me to the doctor, and really went to the music store in a smaller town outside of ours. And
they're looking at you now on this live video.
Yeah.
They're gonna reprimand you for that.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, hey, remember that guy? He was supposed to be homesick that day. The doctor.
Yeah, and my mom's the one that let me go, so it's not that. It's not a sin if your parents let you do it, right?
Right.
But so we went to this music store, and I saw this guitar, and I just fell in love with it. And I remember, in my head thinking, like, there's no way I'll ever, be able to afford a guitar like this. And Mom just looked at me, and she was like, "You really want that guitar, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wish." And I kind of looked at her like, "I know you can't afford it, so it's cool." And she's like, "Well, take it." And I'm like, I said, in my head, I'm like laughing in my head, like, whatever.
What?
Well, it was a $400 guitar. She's like, "Let's get it." She's like, "Yeah, we'll take this." And I was like, just blown away. Like I remember, like my whole like body just like feeling overwhelmed. Like I just like, okay. And I was like, "Mom, we don't have money for this." And I can't remember exactly. I might be lying a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that she used some of our rent money or our bill money that my dad had trusted her to hold on to not spend on anything, and she just dished out the money and bought me my first guitar when I was, I think, 17 years old.
And
actually.
you went to town, huh?
And no, this is the bad part. Okay, so I had a bass when I was younger that my dad had given me when I was younger. I kind of fiddled on it, but I was pretty good at the bass. Like 4 strings, you just hit one at a time, no big deal. So I get the guitar home and I put it in the bed and I open it and I see 6 strings and they're like tiny and there's like all these frets and I'm like, I feel so bad. My mom bought this. I'll never be able to play this guitar. I feel terrible. Like, Mom, take it back, get the rent money back. Like, I can't do this, And then I remember in my heart, I was like, man, I have to learn how to play this. I cannot disappoint my mom. I can't. So I sat there every day for like all my, rest of my high school days, just learning how to play this guitar. And those guys I hung out with, they were really cool, and they kind of taught me some stuff. But for the most part, I just taught myself how to play so that I wouldn't disappoint my mom, for her buying that guitar. And it just took off from there, man.
Yeah,
it just took off, and jumped in the music scene, and played a lot of worldly music, and played with a lot of worldly bands and stuff, and just, man, I turned away from God, being in that lifestyle with drugs and alcohol and just promiscuity. I really just ran as far away from God as I thought that I could.
Yeah, the reflection now back at that is like where we were, and where we are now. You're just like,
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's
wow,
kind
I
of
could
hard
never
to
go
believe.
back.
It's hard to believe, man. It's really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to fall back into that lifestyle. Trust me, I know. But knowing God and knowing that you have something to look forward to and to turn to every day, that's the difference between then and now. You know what I mean? So, but you know, doing all that stuff, man, I really fell in some deep, dark places. And you know, to the second question you asked us earlier about how we met, I was just playing in a band, and I thought she was super hot, so I just invited her. So
Well, we actually met at a tattoo shop.
Yeah,
I was
we met at a
actually in
tattoo
there to
shop.
go see another artist, but he
Oh,
seems
nice.
not.
I slept drop her.
Yes.
He had on his cowboy hat.
No. He had on, I don't know what he had
You're
on.
like rolled up in the parking. You're like, whose horse is
No,
this?
actually, you know what's funny? That's so funny. Everybody's like, yeah, it was like this romantic thing. I was like, no, I didn't want nothing to do with him, actually.
Oh,
She just
wow.
kind of blew me off, and I was like, "Hey, I sing and play guitar."
I'll give you a discount.
And it was just amazing. He invited me over the next day to the shop, and he sung for me, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I told
Yeah.
him, I said, I'm going to marry you. I said, I think I love you. I'm going to marry you. We're going to have babies.
Oh.
Okay. So I fell in love with him. We had our daughter, and then we're engaged. And now we have another baby. So it's all just coming to life.
So that's how we met, and then I gave my life to God. You know,
She said you straight up.
I don't know about that. No, it's funny because we kind of both we're bad and good for each other at sometimes, you know, but we learn from each other. Like it's hard to explain, man, but I'm sure a lot of people go through, you know, relationships like that.
Yeah, but it's rare whenever y'all actually start learning from each other and accept that you're learning from each other and move. And grow.
That's the most important thing too, is to accept that you're each other, not the world around you, the people around you, family, friends, you know. Everybody's gonna have an opinion about your life, you know. I posted about this yesterday, but at the end of the day, like your relationship, like that's the person you need to really focus on, no matter what anybody else says. And God, of course, always God. You know?
God first.
God first, then you're, you know.
Look at this. We're talking. The theme of the week is our walk with God.
Exactly.
And we're talking, and it's going to be about our walk in our personal lives and with each other.
Absolutely.
And we're talking about our walk in a relationship now with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that breaks down a group of friends. You're talking about the scene you used to be in and where you are now. You're like, we don't even have any friends right now.
You know, and it's so
you
true.
so much do.
After Anthony put the worldly music down and, you know, whatnot, that's when you least expect it, but you're supposed to expect it, because when he decided to change his life for the better, to follow God, you saw like if the leaves were just falling from the tree, because his tree was dead at the end of the night because he had no more friends. But then he ended up gaining friends, but a lot of them were fake and a lot of them were real, because they saw that he was changing his life, but they wanted to be a part of it for the wrong reasons. And then when, you know, me, of course, I saw that, you know, there were certain people who I knew that weren't good for him. I would let him know. And of course we both had to learn that together. Like this person isn't good for us. This person isn't either.
Right.
So of course, like even now, like I said, every day we struggle, you know,
it's all part of the walk, you know. And
we definitely learned to make God our foundation first. Yeah. So that's what we stand on.
Yep. Y'all are an inspiration for me. Moving forward with my life, that's where I'm at in my life too. I'm not looking right now, ladies, but
it happens.
Maybe I am. I don't know, but I've talked to people like Chris Johnson about it and stuff, and just moving forward. And Brandon, just seeing you and your let's see, that's one of the hardest.
We're all blind. I mean,
Brandon says that's one of the hardest things to do. Learn and transition into Christianity. Who are and are not your friends? And what implications that has on your daily life. Yeah. That's great. Isn't it awesome how people can just
this is so cool. I've never really got to do this.
You had you have a question about that a little bit.
Okay.
That's kind of a joking question.
Okay.
But it's from Bryce. It says, Anthony, what is your favorite scary movie? Your answer to this question is very important in determining if we can be friends.
Oh.
Well, it's not it.
You know what? Honestly, like I used to love scary movies, and when I gave my life to God, I can't watch them at all. Like,
I can't either.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
It's
Yeah.
same here.
Like I
I do
like,
not raise my children around scary movies.
yeah, we don't. We tried that.
They don't have bad dreams either. My kids don't have bad dreams.
There you go, man. I think a lot of what you watch it sticks in your head, man. You have that visualization in your mind and your soul.
everything you
even.
do every day, you just
Yeah.
it's everything. Like
So-
you just have to breathe it in.
I don't know. The devil's in scary
I
movies
still
for
love
me.
scary
Like
movies.
how people watch this American Horror Story
Yeah,
show.
we
I'm
stopped watching
like,
that.
how do you? No, don't.
Couldn't.
But
We really try not to watch any TV that's worldly, like
Yeah.
movies and
Yeah.
like the cool stuff like Captain America. Stuff that's kind of like just whatever. But
We watch The Voice.
The Voice.
Show.
The Voice.
So to answer the question, I don't really have a scary movie anymore.
But he
But-
hopes y'all can.
But
be
I
friends.
really like the movies Halloween, like Michael Myers.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
One of them is terrible, but most of them are.
Oh,
Most of them
Halloween
are
3, the third
old
one.
ones.
That's
the old
just
ones.
the
The mask?
Yeah,
That's
it has
awful.
Nothing to do
It has
with Michael
nothing to
Myers
do.
whatsoever.
It was he died, and so like something else is happening, and then 4
Halloween
becomes back.
masks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, if y'all know.
what?
Yeah, okay, I agree.
I like them.
Halloween 3, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Really?
Don't watch
No.
Halloween 3. The worst. The worst.
That's cool. That's an interesting question. Cool, man.
What's up, Kirsten?
I respect the answer. There you go.
Oh, cool, man. This is so cool. I see a lot of my friends on here. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are watching or even just kind of interested.
Yeah, guys, I just want to let y'all know before the first part of the show cut out, on part 1, there was 1,100 of y'all watching.
Yeah.
1,100.
So if you could share it too, that'd be cool because we're about to do another song
Yeah,
in a little bit. So.
And that's what I was about to say. So let's give y'all what y'all are here for, a musical guest. And if you want to talk about it a little bit,
Definitely.
guys, go back and watch the first song these two sang. It was really awesome and heart-moving. I'm crying over here. And Blanca has warned me about this next song. So
Hey, it's all good though. You know what? These songs they're meant for life.
They're meant for
They're meant for
To
to
walk.
speak to people.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Jesus music makes me cry. So
yeah.
I can't listen to a hip hop song and be like, oh my God. But if I listen to Jesus, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing.
I don't listen to Beyonce and over here like,
Right? Should have put a ring on it.
Well, I can say I got it. So I don't have to listen to that anymore. I got the ring. I'm good.
I think we're like that food coma like stage. Those tacos we ate.
So guys, we've been eating tacos. We are not gonna lie.
But we lied about the feed. We cut it off because we weren't talking. I'm kidding.
But we did, like, whatever the feed cut, and we were trying to fix the camera, we were like, let's go eat tacos! So we before the show, we bought 25 tacos, and
Probably got like 10 left, maybe.
I don't know, we
Maybe.
made our way through it.
Yeah, we have.
And you know what, this song, let's just say that it speaks directly to you, because I remember you telling us in the car how, y'all, or both of y'all, how y'all have gone through some crazy stuff. And
We'll openly admit it, we're ex-addicts.
yeah, absolutely.
Like-
that.
like-
Me too.
And
Yeah,
I'm not an ex-addict, but I've lived a crazy life.
We've all had addictions.
Yeah, to certain things.
This is one, I'll admit to y'all that prayer is very strong in my life right now. But every day I pray for strength in drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, pornography, cussing, and sex. And so I pray that the Lord strengthens me. And those are like the 6 major areas of addiction in my life.
Yeah.
And now they're not major at all. They're very, they're not even there. Like, so, but yeah, for sure.
So, you want to talk about this song?
Yeah. And so the theme is walk with God. And I think you were just saying about this song that this still has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, definitely. So this next song, I'm going to say it's like the 4th song I wrote, 4th Christian song I wrote. The other 2 I'm kind of still working on, so I don't try to sing them very often unless we're at home. But this song came at me right at the perfect time, of course, because God, He has perfect timing. This is at a point in my walk with God where I started to backslide a lot, and I'm not talking like just oh, I messed up here, I messed up. I'm talking like it was almost like I tried to turn back around, and it wasn't that I wanted to. It's just that the temptation was so like thick. I felt overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And I felt like I was really failing, and I was preaching God's word, and then I was, doing things of the world, and I started to hear people, opinions about me, and they were talking about, that I was fake, and that's whatever, it shouldn't matter to me. It shouldn't have mattered to me at the time, but it really started to affect my faith. Like it started to make me feel like, man, like maybe God isn't, like maybe he's not there. Like maybe I'll, like what's going on like in my heart, I don't understand this. And then God was like, nah, man, I'm right here. You're altering your mind, and you're altering your way of life on your own, and you're the one that's blocking me. But I want to speak to you. You know what I mean? So this song, it kind of came at a time where I was really like worried about people's judgment towards me, and God spoke so loud to me, and when I started to write this song, and the words just flowed through me. So this song is kind of it's kind of first person for God, like he's speaking in the very beginning, and then it kind of transitions into me portraying the message to the people that are listening to the song. So, but yeah, that's kind of what it's about, man. And
it's my favorite song.
For anybody that's listening or watching or that listens later on, just if you're going through hard times in your faith and you just feel like, man, like you just want to give up on your faith in general, just know that the only thing that matters is what God thinks about you and what he knows your heart, and that's all that matters. And nobody's opinion, what they say about you, and just forget about it, because his love is the most important thing in the world, I think. And when he shows you that love, all those people's voices and opinions and looks and stares and pointing fingers, he washes all that away. And I think that's important when you're walking with God, because the devil will attack you every single second of every single day. Then when you wake up, put your feet on the ground, he's like, dang it, what can I do to make this guy's life miserable? And who can I use to turn him away from me? So it's kind of what this song is all about. Man. So this song is called Love. You're crying too soon.
I know.
To the judgment song, they don't know battles you won. Don't you know that I've forgiven you of your sin that's yet to come? They call me love. I am the one, I am the Son. Give all your sin and all your shame to the Lamb that was slain. Broken soul, you're giving up. Just let me feel your cup with my love. I am the one, I am the Son. They call me love. I am the one, I am the Son. Just close your eyes and lift your hands. Come back home once again. presence in your soul. Hold on tight, don't let go. My love, I am the one, I am the son. They call him love. Call him love. He is the one. He is the son. They call him love. He is the one. He is the son. They call him love. He is the one. He is the Son. Yeah.
Oh, goodness, like. I was delayed on that one. Not only like is my prayer life giving me spiritual highs, but that like gave me a spiritual high.
That's awesome.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I've seen you guys doing it. Me too. Like find myself closing my eyes and listening to y'all's words. And it's just like
just connecting.
It's not just y'all. It's children of God giving his message. It's crazy how deep that goes, man. It's Jesus speaking through you, through your words, through your music for sure. But he's just showing that, like Anthony and Blanca, how special and perfect you two are, his children, and seem like, I mean, he's looking at the devil. You cut off my live feed, okay? But look at Anthony and Blanca. Look at them, my servants right now. Look at them too, and look at what they're saying. Look at what they're doing right now. And it's incredible. And he's using y'all as tools.
Well, it's definitely
Absolute
what
tools.
we're here for. You know, we had to open up our eyes as well, you know, and know that we are his children, and everything that we do is for him. It's not for us.
Well, it's absolutely. It's very inspirational to also see how he's worked between you two. Y'all were talking about how it wasn't until y'all had faith back in y'all's relationship and that things really started mending and coming back together. We heard that from our friend Daniel. And Daniel, he has an amazing wife. I've known her my whole life as well. And he was talking about how when they first met, he found himself that it was more like he was using her. And they went their separate ways. And it wasn't until they found out they were both completely head over heels in love with Jesus first that he brought them and helped them fall in love with each other and stuff. And like I see that between y'all too.
Oh, that's what he did with us.
Exactly. And that's what you're saying. It's just like,
yeah, and he's still
no better way to fall in love.
And he's still working on us every day. We definitely do.
You gotta understand, man. Like, and this isn't about us. I just really want to say that all this is glory to God. This is not about us, but just to give you like an idea of like where we both come from. We both came from the deepest, darkest places, like you were talking about earlier. Like I worshiped the devil at one point, man. My music I wrote for the devil. I mean, I had songs that praised the devil, that praised the doing of the devil's work, and then she was in a world of, you know, what she was going through as in her life and stuff. And I mean, it's deep, man. It's the deepest stuff that you can think about in this world. The darkest stuff, man.
It's a conversation for us for another day.
Yeah,
we told our testimony. You can go back and watch that. My testimonial, I got involved with a friend who helped me completely turn my back on God. And I was spitting and making jokes in Jesus' face, basically using him as a tool of humor and stuff. And then you had gotten to a point where you're like, there is no God.
You know, and
Like, you know,
but that's only normal. It's only normal, and even God says that too. It's normal for you to think that I'm not there, but I'm there.
Some kind of question.
So
It's not for us to question.
he knows that, you know, everything we go through in life, everything.
the song y'all just sang, it's
there, and he knows that when we question him, even as strong as our faith is, there's days where we're going to go through stuff that we're going to ask, really? Like, did you just allow that? Where are you?
It's so crazy you're talking about that, because when I sing this song at home, like when we're getting in that mood, like I just pick the guitar when I sing this song, and that last verse, it says, just close your eyes and lift your hands, come back home again, and come back home once again, feel his presence in your soul, hold on tight, don't let go of his love. When I sing that part, you can just feel that, you can feel God's presence, you know?
Y'all, I'm surprised I didn't bawl tonight, but every time I hear Anthony sing the song, because, you know, he still struggles every day. And of course, God paired us up together. And so now I'm that, you know, no matter what, you know, family, friends, they don't like the fact, you know, of us, but I know that God puts us together for a reason. So I'm that woman that I stand next to him no matter what, because I see him struggle. I see him, you know, hurt and want to get, you know, do better in life, and me as well. He sees the same thing for me, but he's an amazing person, and you know, I know that he's a child of God, and that's all that matters. So this song is everything, and all his music is everything that he's ever, and but the song specifically is amazing.
It's very, Aaron's crying.
Don't cry.
It's
too late.
It's too late.
No, let's check this. Very nice.
Do what? Got any questions on here?
So, guys, one thing I failed to mention, everybody that's viewing, Aaron successfully has got our YouTube channel up and going.
Yay!
So,
good job, Aaron.
Guys,
Yes.
the evening show is on YouTube now as well. Let y'all know about that. As far as this show grows, as it continues to grow, we'll start affording new equipment, new software programs. That's all in the works. But, you know, we're very blessed and humble for what we have and what we can work with right now. So for us to go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, it's like a $200 program. And so to multi-share over different live media casts at one time. So right now the most we can do is be here live on Facebook, and then after the show we save our videos and we copy them over to YouTube so that it's on that other network right now. In the future we will, I'm digging the turtles, thank you. I think we're all in the age range of turtle digging.
Yeah,
for sure. Except it's okay, Blanca. Oh, here's
I'm all the Cheeto.
Here's your drink, by the way.
yeah.
I always move them so like you can see the guitar and stuff like that.
But I'm drinking out of one today, so.
Yeah. No, you know, we're approved. Don't even worry about it. I mean, they're all here.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll. Ninja Turtles were 1983. I have every single season in the other room. Yeah, I love it. And so it's very funny in like the pilot episode 1. There's I don't know where that was coming through. Somewhere else.
From a different page.
But in the pilot episode, there's a significant segment, like a scene, and like the animators really messed up, and there's like 2 Donatellos, like purple ones, running around for forever, and like this scene, and then all of a sudden, like a few scenes later, then it switches back over to being like Raphael or something. But they all were drawn the same, just different.
Right.
And so they didn't have like the different.
But they both have
skin pigments.
Did they both have their the same weapon?
No, they were different weapons.
Oh, okay.
It was just
the mask.
bandana.
I was going to say that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, Donatello did have an episode where he had like an evil twin thing going on.
So, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Back to Jesus.
Back to Jesus.
Back to Jesus. Yes. So, yes. Ninja Turtles are awesome.
Cool.
Guys, go ahead. we're gonna get down to the closing the show here pretty quick for the night. If you haven't already, go to the evening show over here. Show your support, like the actual page, give us a 5-star rating and what you think of the show. We really appreciate it. Guys, if y'all have any questions about the Word of God, or you just need to outreach someone to speak to, Aaron over here, go ahead. He's going to drop in our personal Facebooks on the comment bar. Both of our Facebooks are absolutely public. We have nothing to hide from anybody.